should theoretically work. I think. I think we're live. Looks like it's going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm just letting people know that I'm streaming. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Weird for me to stream on a Tuesday. Maybe it's not. I actually don't remember what days I used to stream. I feel like I never had a schedule. So it might not be that weird that I'm streaming on a Tuesday. But you know, we're here. We're gonna be working on some stuff. I might start my Golden Demon entry because I should probably get started on that. Because if I don't, it won't get done. I'm just posting in the various servers that I belong to, letting people know that I am streaming, so that if they want to pop in, they can. Hello, Josh. Josh, go back to playing D&D. Why are you here? Your D&D group doesn't need to hear this. It is technically after hours. I mean, it is after the hours that I work my day job. So, I mean, I guess that counts. I got my Golden Demon boy primed. I have a couple of ideas for him, which maybe we'll concept out. Maybe we'll jump right into. I'm not really sure. So while I'm kind of figuring out what to do with him, I was gonna finish off the basing on this guy, because he still needs to have the whipped cream put on top of his base, and then it looks like for some of the monsters, I've just kept the prime as the base, so I think we'll go with that. It's fine. But that way he will be ready for gaming at Adepticon. He can be used. So we're building out the amount of options that I have for demo games of Snack 28, which hopefully I've mentioned enough for people to know is the indie game that I made. If you think that sounds cool, you should check it out. It's free, or pay what you want. So, you know, free trial. Free trial forever. I don't think people should be paying for stuff. Is this clogged up with crap already? Yes, it is. I always have to clean out the dried, hair dry clay out of the piping tips, because I have yet to find a better way of doing that, but it does go to show how durable this stuff is once it hardens. So I really don't have any fears of this, ruining or, you know, kind of falling off a miniature or anything like that. It's pretty sturdy. How are you guys doing this evening? Are you working on any fun hobby projects? Surely what you're... I know that Josh is playing D&D, so go back to playing D&D, Josh. But if you guys are working on anything cool... Goober, I assume that you're still working on your Trench Crusade trench. And if so, that's rad. I hope that that's going along well. It's been fun to see that come together. There's some, like, learn to play Trench Crusade events happening at Adepticon. I don't know if I'm gonna check any of them out. I've been kind of like Trench Crusade curious, but I have not really taken the initiative to do more than kind of watch Louise Sugden's video about it and be like, oh, that sounds kind of neat. I haven't like read the rules or anything like that. I've looked at some of the models. A lot of them are just human looking, so I don't like them, or they're a little bit too like Nurgle adjacent for me. But there are like 3 or 4 of them, I would say, that I think are really neat. So that's not bad. Plus, I believe it's one of those like games that encourages kit bashing. And we love to see that, so hopefully that sticks around. You ran out of stir sticks. Oh no. This is not one of the piping tips that I like to use because it looks kind of fucked up, so just gonna get that on there. And then we're gonna make it look less like a bunch of snakes. Because that's kind of what it currently looks like. Let's get that all frostinged up. Helps if I make this a little bit damp so it doesn't stick, but then the frosting kind of doesn't frost as much. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't get like all those frosting shapes. It just it puddles a bit too much, so it's a fine line between me inevitably getting all this crap on my hands and trying to make this look decent. We'll see where we end up tonight. How bad it is. I have a sink in my house, obviously, so worst comes to worst, I'll just wash it all off. I have guests coming to visit in a little bit of time, and I was just kind of giving the basement a little bit of a clean because that's where I keep the cat litter boxes. And those can, you know, it's a cat's litter box. It's gonna smell after a little bit. Um, and I was like trying to think of what to use as like a cleaner because I was like, I know that something mixed with cat litter or something like that creates a chemical reaction that is bad. So shout out to anyone who posts on Reddit and is like, hey, don't try and clean up cat urine with bleach. You will gas yourself and create toxic chemicals. Because that was useful information to have that I almost did not have, and I almost made some very poor choices. People posting information like that are the internet's unsung heroes. We forget that every now and again. Hi Anna, welcome to the stream. You can't sleep? Wow, I'm shocked. This is such a strange development for you as a person. I've never once encountered a time where you couldn't sleep, Anna. That's so unusual. That's so unlike you. Okay. I think this is looking good. Yeah. I don't know why I bother putting so much work into painting my little guys like feet and stuff like that. They always end up just swallowed up by whatever kind of decorations I put on their bases. I'm gonna try and wipe most of this off. But I think that looks good. He's looking good. He's looking fresh. There's candy caves in Minecraft? What? Oh no, I want to see this giant gummy worm. The camera froze? Thank you. I'll fix it. Oh, 1 second here. Do we have camera back? No, we don't. Just a second. I did run that update, so it should work. It doesn't sometimes, and that's frustrating. Because I don't know why it kind of chooses that it doesn't want to cooperate every now and again. And there's not a whole heck of a lot that I can do about that. I will try and monitor the camera a bit better, though, so that we can make sure that that is not going to impact us too much. I think, does this look okay? I'm showing that I'm moving and that the camera is back. Hello, Atomic Topher. Is the camera still frozen? We back? Okay, we back. Awesome. Sorry about that. Okay, we need some sprinkles for the base. There we go. What better way than just dumping them on? Presumably that's how a bakery would do it. Maybe one day I'll get into working with clay and I'll just start making my own little clay bits. I really do like how the back ridges turned out on this guy. I think they add something to him that isn't just, you know, the base sculpt. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but you can see that I added in this little ridge of sprinkles. They look pretty cute. I do still need to measure that little space in there because Roz is gonna print out a little screen to go in there. So it looks like it's about a 1/2 inch wide by a 1/4 inch tall. Yeah, okay. I think that's what those numbers are. Anyway, that's what we're gonna say. I'm sending that to Roz before I forget. 1/2 wide, 1/4 inch. Okay, there we go. You can eat everything in the in the candy caves. That's cute. I don't play much Minecraft. I have to admit. Don't know a whole lot about it. But I like that they made a candy version. That's cute. Okay. There we go. Now, there are some like problems with this guy, this upcoming golden demon guy that I feel like we need to solve. So, I was thinking I might like do a basic sketch and we can maybe work out colors on that. I have this lovely piece of cardboard and a pen, which means we have exactly what we need if this pen works. It does not. Does this pencil have lead in it? Yes, it does. Okay. We're gonna see if I can draw today. I haven't drawn anything. So, don't judge me. Mechs aren't really what I would say I specialize in, so if this looks goofy, you guys can't laugh. I mean, you can, but you can't tell me that you're laughing, because then I'll be sad. He's got kind of like a grippy hand here. And he's got a gun hand here. Okay. Right, and we need his big old cannony thing there. And then we've got a little shield here. Kind of a chunky leg. I mean, this is basically him. Got some toes, some side panels, some little feet. That's kind of, I mean, that's not terrible. Does he show up with the glare? Not really. Okay. He shows up at this angle, but having that glare is not helpful for anyone. Let me see if I can mess with the lighting to make that. Nope, that doesn't help. Okay. We can fix this. Probably. With pen? Is that working? Yeah, okay. Should have just drawn it in pen the first time. But here we are, correcting our mistakes. It's fine. Got a little hand here. A little shield there. I mean, that's basically the same guy, right? That's him. We see him. That's the guy. Now, the thing is, I was thinking maybe for a theme, we either do mint chocolate or we do strawberry shortcake, because I haven't done that one. And with strawberry shortcake as a theme, I was thinking of doing kind of like a weird, sort of like this kind of color, and then, like a pale yellow, which I like. Which is still, oh fuck, I knocked this over, damn it. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna put him over here, where I presumably can't fuck that up. Now, is teal just mint green, but slightly darker? I mean, yeah, but like... Because I think these colors might look good together, but I don't know. I don't think I have a lot of this yellow left, but I have other pale yellows. I can mix up some more pale yellow. It's probably what I'll end up doing, but I just want to get enough paint down on here. I can do like a sketch, essentially, of what I'm thinking. We can see if we like it. I want to change it or whatever. That's not... Obviously, I've done strawberry before, like that has happened. Which, do I want to do the same thing again? I don't know. But if I was doing mint chocolate chip, I would also be doing the same thing again. So, I mean, I feel like a repeat is kind of a little bit inevitable. There's not like a good way around that. Okay. It's like I sacrificed this paintbrush last time I decided to paint by using it to smooth out clay, which was not, what I might add, would be the smartest decision for a brush. It was a decent brush. I will simply cut that part off of the bristles and see if we have a decent brush once again. It's not over for this guy yet. Because I think maybe using this as like an accent color could be really good to build up some of these strawberry shortcake type colors on. I just feel like they'd offset really well. I'm not sure about that, but we're gonna see. This is not going to be the prettiest concept art you've ever seen in your life, but it'll hopefully allow me to kind of visualize what I'm thinking here and see if I like it or not, because it takes no time for me to sketch this and paint it on a piece of cardboard, but to commit to doing it for a full model takes a lot more time, and I don't have all the time in the world because Adepticon is fast approaching. I'm very nervous to enter something that isn't actually like a proper night in the competition. That feels slightly sacrilegious to me. But I have neither time nor money to put together a full night. I guess I could maybe enter one of the weird nights that I picked up in the open competition, but I don't actually know if I'm allowed to do that or not. I haven't researched the like specifications for what you can and can't put in the Warhammer open category, so plus that's not the space I belong. I don't think painting an alternately sculpted knight is really what belongs there. People do pretty incredible stuff, and that seems to do well there. Okay. So what I kind of want to see is, I think, strawberry shortcake has like a strawberry. It's got the little like middle part, and then it's got like some icing. A little bit of icing around this part. Something like that would basically be like where the cake slices if I were to do that on the pauldrons. I could maybe paint like these circly bits red, but if I put too much red in this design, it's gonna lean real Christmassy real quick, which is what I'm kind of seeing happening here. Let's try, I've got brown, which is what I usually use for all the like metally bits, to just make them look like they're made out of chocolate. So if I fill that in, see if that gets kind of too busy or if I like this. I kind of hate it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not loving this at all. I think it's not... It's certainly not inspiring me to want to put these colors on the actual mini. Which probably means that this is not the way to go. Doesn't necessarily mean that strawberry shortcake as a theme is out altogether, but something about this particular approach is not doing it for me. Hello, Clora. Nice to see you back. Could maybe try red for the big face. That's fair. Makes sense. Because I was kind of thinking, like, this part could maybe look like just layers of the cake, and then could theoretically paint the strawberries up here. Try red. I think red does look better there. I guess what I'm not sold on is this this teal. I don't think it's giving quite the effect that I wanted it to. It just doesn't feel quite right, and that could be like down to it being the wrong shade. It could just be that I don't like this combination of colors. Let's see, can probably just paint some, like, that. You know how I put freehand all over this. Like, this is just a basic representation so that we have something to go off there. But, you know. I've really also, like, just been thinking that maybe he needs, like, a little face painted on. I don't know exactly what kind of expression to give him. So we're gonna go with this one for now, but I'd probably draw, like, a bunch of them to try out before deciding on the final one. Because, like, I don't hate what's going on with, like, the kind of peach yellow color and the white and the red. I think it might just be this teal that isn't right. So we might try replacing that with something. Oh no, I'm just stealing your strawberry shortcake idea, Cameron. I'm just stealing it. This is kind of what we have so far. Yeah, I'm not. This is probably not the face that we'd get. I have sketchbooks full of different faces and, you know, different eyes, and maybe he's like only. Like, this isn't a whole lot of real estate, but I feel like if I don't paint a little face of some kind on there, he doesn't have a lot of personality. Now, obviously, this isn't perfect. Like, all of this is not gonna fit exactly. These strawberry things would probably end up being moved to the shoulder pads. But I do like the pale yellow. I think that looks good. So for the other pauldrons, we can try pink. That's a thought. It is very girly pop. It is very similar to the Strawberry Night that I have already done, which isn't necessarily good or bad. But it is a thought. I think I want to try blue because I don't paint a lot of things blue. I have almost nothing blue as a miniature like that I can look at right now. The only thing with blue on it is this cupcake close to hand. And then there is blue by way of necessity in this cosmic brownie guy. I don't know what he is. But it's a color I very seldom use. So we could try blue. And we can also try a color that I use far too much of. My signature, as of were. And we could try Gauss Blaster Green. And we could try a different yellow as well. And see if... I think this one might be... Kick the bucket. It was all dried up in there. We could try a different yellow to see if, like, going double yellow works. But that's a lot of yellow to paint. So let's just slap a few things on here to see how we feel about them. I'm going to paint half of him blue and half of him mint green. And then we're going to get some feedback from the audience. Now, your opinions do matter. I do love hearing from you. However, they don't veto my opinion at all. So just keep that in mind. If I don't take your suggestion, it's not because I hate you. It's just because I often feel strongly about what I am working on or with. So who knows what my weird little mind is going to come up with. I don't know what that word is, Ano. I'm sorry. Could not confirm or deny there. Okay, I already think I don't like the green at all. The mint green, I don't think it works with these colors, which is a shame because it's one that I rely on and like using a lot. But it kind of is giving like a hospital gown next to this. I don't know, like the green and the pale yellow is not working. To be fair, I don't think the blue is working either. The blue's working more than the green, but I kind of hate both of them. So I don't think this is it. Those need to dry for a minute. Let's see. What can we do? We can try, like a bright sunshiny yellow and see if that... I feel like that, one, the strawberry shortcake's not gonna show up great on that. Two, it's gonna be way too bright. Maybe adding more red could work. Like, if these were red, that would be something. The problem is, if I do these in red, then I can't really freehand red strawberries on a red background. So I'd have to have, like, some alternate designs. Not, again, not the worst thing in the world. That actually looks pretty cute. What do we think of the red? Ooh, or I could hate myself, and we could do, like, a red and yellow checkerboard in some places. Hang on, let me cook. Do I have the time to make this realistically viable? Who knows? I hope you guys are fine with me doing concepts. I mean, I didn't say I'd paint minis. I said that I would stream. So here we are. This is a stream. Watching me paint a picture, a kind of garbage picture on a piece of garbage. Oh no. Red is miles better. Yeah, the beige and blue was definitely giving hospital. A blueberry muffin scheme would be cute. Not gonna lie, that does sound adorable. We're a little far into this one, and we have some of it going right, so I don't know if I'm gonna pivot to an entirely new food yet. We could try it out. I think one of the biggest things with blueberry is that I never know whether to lean like more purpley blue or more like cartoon blue for it. And I get very indecisive about those things, and that can lead to problems. I do like this checkerboard in areas. I think that looks good. I think it might be enough to kind of balance it out so that there's like an equal amount of the red and the yellow. I think no, these should be yellow. I'm not mixing up more yellow, but let me just gonna put an arrow there and write yellow because they should be yellow. They'd look better yellow. Can just sort of slap some white on them. So, they're pink now. These ones are supposed to be yellow, the ones that are a weird murky color, but like that's not bad. I'll probably end up putting like a big dish of ice cream in his cannon. And that he kind of has a pose where it could look like he's holding something. So I don't know whether I ought to make him hold like another spoon like I did before. That's a terrible spoon. But he could be holding like a spoon or a flag or something like that. But I think this might be our guy. This is not a great rendition, but you get what I'm going for here with this. We have a concept. We have a concept. We have a vision. I feel like this is follow me here. Someone has to be as mentally ill about young Frankenstein as I am to know that this is like it's like that scene where uh Igor puts up the sketch of Frankenstein and he's like, "You've got something there. Crude, yes. Primitive, yes. But I think this might be our guy." And I think this might be our guy. I think this could be him. This could work. Okay. Chat, let me level with you for a second. He's not going to be holding a whisk because there is no way I can find a whisk at the proper scale that is going to have a thin enough handle to slot nicely into his little grippy arm. Things that will fit in there are like not even a paintbrush. So a very thin flat spoon? Check mark. An entire whisk? Likely not. So we're gonna, we're gonna think about that because also a whisk would be like difficult to find one that would be the right size, first of all, but then also if I were gonna go like the 3D printed route, that would be fragile as hell, and probably really difficult to print. So we're gonna probably not do that. It looks like for him, I did decide to go with brown for all of the undercarriage, which is my pretty standard pattern. That's usually what I do. So I think that is where we will get started. I have brushes that have not died in the minds of me abusing the shit out of them, which is what I will probably use. I could make a whisk. Possible. That is possible. But I could just. I know for a fact I have a plastic spoon. That's. I don't know where precisely that spoon is at this moment, but I know I have one. Which would be super easy to use. Or making a banner, I can then paint a shit ton of freehand on it, which I really enjoy. So more likely than not, I will probably refrain from whisk. I do have a miniature with a very tiny whisk. I have an orc that's got a whisk as the weapon. I don't know exactly where he's somewhere mixed in with my orcs. But I could dig him out if you guys are desperate for some tiny whisk content. I've got that somewhere. Anyway, I need to grab a beverage and get some brushes so that we can get started on him. Now that we've got our concept, which I'm pretty proud of us. We did that quickly, so we've got time. But give me like just a few minutes. Not even. I just forgot to grab water and I need my decent brushes. So be right back. Returned. Still talking about sporks and spoons. Excellent. Excellent. I need the masses to remember what I said when we were picking colors not moments ago. When I said I value your opinion. But, and this is a big but, it's not gonna sway me too much. All I can say is while a whisk is an option that exists, I think that after making quite a few candy miniatures, I do know a thing or two. I have it on my own good authority that a whisk is not going to be the choice that I make for this particular miniature. I'm sorry if that's disappointing. It's okay if you're disappointed. I can live with that disappointment. We're getting what new Warhammer models announced on Thursday for the Las Vegas Open. One of the preview images looked very night adjacent. I think I mentioned that last time I streamed. But I'm excited about the potential prospect of that. Maybe 2025 will be the year that I falter and get like one of those Forge World nights. Uh who knows, we'll see. If I do buy it, Adepticon's probably a good venue for me to do so, cuz I can probably trade a cheeseburger for some assembly there. We'll see. I mean, people are busy and nights are chunk and huge. I just, listen, if I can find a way to not have to assemble a miniature, I'm gonna get out of that however I can. Maybe I'll find a used one as well. They do have. I have to imagine the bits market will be there. It would be wild if they weren't. I'm not gonna sell an eye for a Forge World Titan. And I don't mean the big one. I'm not talking about the huge like $3,000 bullshit. Just like the Lancer or the other one. I don't remember what the other one's called. Somebody might know. Um but the other guy, it's not a Crusader. I don't remember what it's called. I like the other one better than the Lancer, but he has a less catchy name. So, I don't remember what it is, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, that one would probably be the one that I'd go for first. I just think the Lancer's shield looks kind of dumb. Like, it's supposed to be, I guess, like holographic or electric or something, so it doesn't have any panels in it. But it just looks like they forgot to put in the panels for the shield, so I kind of hate it. No one's gonna just hand me a knight. That happened one time. One time, I cried. Nobody needs to do that again. We had the miracle of a knight bestowed upon me once. It is not a trend. My partner did buy me some non-GW knights last time, but that's different. Uh, he did his best to assemble them as well, but some of the parts just don't seem to fit together the way that they should. So they're nearby. They're in a box. And I've been looking forward to painting them. But I hadn't felt any painting motivation for a while. And now by the time that I'm like, oh shit, one of those nights would be a really great painting project, I am up against, not quite up against the wire, but like, I do need to start boogieing on this Adepticon project or it ain't gonna get done. I think so. Um, I'm surprised that, GW hasn't really messed with a lot of transparent plastic parts for their kits. Uh, I know they have like one or two vehicles that has like a transparent window, but like I think a lot of their models would be aided with some transparent plastic options. And I know it can be done because look at all the different kinds of fucking plastic they can make Gundams out of. It might not be the precise exact same technology that GW is using, but it can't be that far off. It's not like they don't have the capital to research how to do it. They kind of cornered the market on people who want to make little plastic guys. So much. I always forget that when I start painting the undercarriage area brown, that's all it's gonna be for a while. It's gonna be a lot of Mornfang brown. That is the first step to building up chocolate color. And it takes a while. I might go ahead and, let's see. Can I pour some out in this well? Yeah. It's probably gonna be a little bit easier to keep going back to. Then I don't have to worry about the bottle drying out. Oh shit, the Necrons! They got some transparent stuff. That's cool as hell. Good for them. I'm still mad at Necrons in general, jokingly, for calling something a void dragon and not having it be an actual dragon. I was so disappointed. It's like when I heard that there were models called space wolves, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, cute little, like, dogs and foxes and spaceman suits. That's gonna be so cute. And they're just space marines. Literally just space marines. This was back when I was first getting into Warhammer. And I didn't know what all of the stuff was yet. I don't know how some people are able to paint all the way back all these little areas. I try the best that I can, but I'm not perfect. Probably airbrush, or they prime it in the right color. That's probably how. Thinking now, that's likely how it's done. Or sub-assemblies. I could have done that. I didn't do that. I'll get at it the best that I can. Also use flat brown by Vallejo or dirt splatter from Army Painter. True. There's a lot of different colors out there that are basically just decent chocolate brown. Mornfang brown is the one I use pretty consistently, just because I'm really familiar with how it works with the other colors that I tend to use for painting chocolate, and I think it turns out very well, and it doesn't just look like dirt or mud or shit when I'm done with it, which are some of the bigger concerns that I have when painting things that are supposed to be chocolate. It's hard to make an exact science out of it, so but Mornfang Brown is definitely the start for most of the chocolate work, chocolatiering that I do. Yeah, whatever it is, it's fine. We'll go along with it. We'll have to think of a name for this little shortcake guy. He does not have the little like banner. Um that you can put their name on, like some of the knights have. So it probably won't end up painted on there, but I like I like when my guys have little names. I think that it's cute. I think that it's good. And I like thinking them up. Makes me happy. Feels good to be back on my bullshit of painting robots to look like candy. Like obviously these aren't the exact same as the knights, but um there's a familiar feeling here with just hoping to make that vision come to life. Hi Cody, how's it going? How are you? What you working on? Thanks for joining the stream. We're just working on my Golden Demon entry for tonight. Not for tonight. Good God, no. If Golden Demon was due tonight, I'm screwed. That's not gonna happen. I have no delusions of being able to finish a model in a day. I am a speed painter, I am certainly not. Sir Shorts, that's your suggestion for a name. It's not bad. He is strawberry shortcake, so uh important distinction that he will be based off the food strawberry shortcake and not the child's cartoon franchise strawberry shortcake. You'd think that would have been one of the ones that I was obsessed with growing up, but no, I didn't get too into strawberry shortcake. I was a Care Bears kid through and through. And I wish so much that I could look back with fondness and tell you that Care Bears held up, or that any of the Care Bears remakes were good, or that literally any of the movies or cartoons or any part of the media created out of Care Bears except for literally the designs of the Care Bears themselves and like the background, the design of the show slaps. But no, there's no part of the Care Bears cinematic universe that seems to stand the test of time. I've looked, I've dabbled, I've rewatched. It's not good. It's there's nothing there. Yeah, I am a Care Bears stan. I do know that it's garbage. I don't even like rewatch it for nostalgia or anything like that much. Like I've done it once or twice. But it's really it's very aimed at children in a way that is not, and there's also something here for like an adult or someone with an active mind and well-developed thoughts to enjoy. It's not that. Like I think what is it? Bluey is popular now with like presumably toddlers, but also their parents seem to really like it because there's more to the show or the episodes are well written. So, stuff like that is cool. I wish I could tell you that Care Bears is worth looking back on fondly. It is not. Lord Bartholomew Berry Cake of the Short Isles. That's cute. I should look up I should once again rewatch Dimension 20's fantastic Crown of Candy campaign, because that's always full of fun food iconography and puns and silly names. I now have like the best memory of that as well. Um, when my boyfriend came to visit, uh, while I was at work, and just after like finishing work, he would be painting the walls of my house. Like that was just something he took on because I talked about wanting to get it done but struggling to, and he was like, "Yeah, I can do that for you." And so he'd be doing that, and I put on the Crown of Candy campaign, and we just listened to that together, and it was a fun time. It was a great time. We didn't make it all the way through or anything, but it was fun. I I can look back on that and smile, and that was just a nice cozy moment in my life that I would like to return to as often as possible. Also, I mean, the campaign is fantastic, so it's definitely a favorite. I mean, you combine basically Game of Thrones with a bunch of food puns and my desired aesthetic for all things. It's gonna be a slam dunk for me. There was no way for that to not be a slam dunk. Probably end up doing 2 coats of brown. That's the idea anyway. I do prime in the most obnoxious colors that don't lend themselves well to you know, I guess having blending in if you don't hit all of the little spots. But those are the colors of primer that I currently have, and they were very useful for doing all the Snack 28 terrain. So I should probably get a chocolate brown primer the next time when these cans eventually die. That's probably what I'll pivot to. They're on their way out. They're wheezing a bit, but I feel like the cost of spray primer has really gone up since I started buying it in color. I know it costs the same to buy like a colored can of primer as it does to buy like a regular black or white. But I feel like they've really climbed up there since I started painting. I don't know if that's just me though. Could be like Mandela affecting myself, and they were always pricey. I can hear my cats running around outside in the other room. They've been fed, so hopefully they're not being too rowdy. I hope you can't hear them scrapping with each other out there. They're just playing, but like you can hear them darting from one side of the house to the other. It's very silly. Yeah, this is looking good. You know, I could always do just a purple and pink one as well, and then that would save me several steps as I have presumably already painted those panels. But that's a creature for another time. We'd have to come up with a whole other paint scheme, and we're not doing that. We found this one. It's pretty good. Do I have an airbrush? I think so, somewhere. I've tried it once or twice. I didn't really enjoy airbrushing, so I sort of used it once or twice, and then I either set it aside forever or I gave it away to someone who needed it or wanted it. Um, I honestly can't remember if I still have it or not. I think I gave it away when I was clearing out stuff, but I might still have it. I know they're very useful, but I just kind of hate, like, anything that I have to set up to use, I just sort of hate. I guess I could have, like, a permanent airbrushing station, but I feel like a lot of airbrushing is, like, it's making sure that stuff is at the right consistency and cleaning out the little, the little cup thingy. And sometimes you have to, like, troubleshoot why your airbrush isn't working and stuff like that. Similar to how, like, right now the chat looks kind of busted on this YouTube thing because I tried, like, the first two solutions on Google for it and neither of them worked. And then I had to make the decision to either, like, fix that and not stream because I would probably get frustrated with it not working, or just let it be how it is and stream. That's kind of where I'm at with airbrushes, where I don't think I would enjoy the fact that, like, I could be in the right mood to just sit down and get a bunch of work done, and then my airbrush could just decide that, no, you're not going to do that today. So sticking with some like spray primer and some paint brushes is fine by me. It's definitely useful. I've seen people do great things with airbrushes. And they're very useful and very cool. But I think they're just not the right tool for how I like to paint, which is, let's be honest here, a bit haphazard. It's not technically correct in any sense of the word. It's to be polite, I could say that it's intuitive, but it's silly. I paint like a little silly, and that's okay. I like to goof. I like to have a fun time. So that's just how it's gonna be. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a while, obviously, until we're there, but there's so many panels on this guy. So much room for needless freehand. So much room for it. I'm gonna be able to put little candy pictures all over this guy. Just like I did last year with my banana split guy. We had tons of ribbons and confetti. It took me forever to come up with the design for that, though. I'm glad I finally did figure it out, but I was stressing. At least, like, strawberries are a pretty solid starting point. Um, I'll probably have to, like, pick a little creature or a little, like, ribbon or flower or something to add in for variety to give it that little flourish. Um, so I'll probably work that out in my sketchbook. It's where I tend to figure out what the design is gonna be. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as it develops. But we've got the undercarriage pretty well coated on the legs. So you can kind of see how that matches up with the drawing. Almost to scale, sort of, not really. So next is gonna be this guy's undercarriage. Again, we have so many great panels. Um, pretty much every skull here is gonna end up covered up by like whipped cream or something like that. No hate to a good Warhammer skull. They just never they take away like the cutesy of what I'm painting most of the time. So I often end up changing or replacing them with something else. We'll see. They might be little chocolate skulls in the end or little strawberry skulls, but I've noticed that's something I tend to do a lot is just trade out those skulls for something a bit more whimsical. A strawberry blossom could be super cute. That's worth looking into. I was thinking I might do some sparklies. I had a lot of fun painting the like fake billboard advertisement sort of um thing for my Snack 28 board that was like it said welcome to Jelly Bean Junction on it, and it was just like very kind of I guess it just had a lot of like glittery sparkles sort of painted on it, and I thought it was cute. Um, so I feel like if I get the right shade of red, um, sparkles might look really good on that as well. We'll see what happens. Ooh, swirls like rolled shortcake could be really cute. Yeah, that could be very, very cute. I do love a roll cake. They're probably one of my favorite little treats out there in the universe. Roll cakes and lemon bars. Someone put like the lemon curd from a lemon bar into a roll cake. Someone's thought of that before. Like that can't be that's not just a me thought. But like that would be the ideal dessert, I think. For me. I love a citrus thing. They're very, very good. Orange flavored desserts are good. Lime flavored desserts. Key lime pie? Incredible. Incredible. Are you saying would be super easy to painting the roll cakes on the guy or to putting the lemon bar filling in a roll cake? Because one of those is significantly easier for me, and that would be the painting. Like, I'd be much more scared to start experimenting with recipes than just knocking out some freehand. But then again, I suppose I have more familiarity with painting freehand than I do uh improvising recipes, so that also makes sense. You did mean to put lemon curd in a roll cake. Okay, fair enough. There's a ton of little cables under here. I'll probably go in and paint those a different color at the end. We'll see. But just starting everything out with brown is it's much easier to break it down into its different components and decide which ones deserve to be highlighted and which ones just need to kind of merge into all looking like the same robotic gobbledygook. Cables are easy to pick out, and I've had fun painting them different colors before. They could look good in red or yellow. It'll be a little difficult trying to figure out exactly which ones are going to be red and exactly which ones are going to be yellow. I'll have to put some thought into that. We'll get there in the end, though. We'll get there in the end for sure. Come to think of it, I don't think I haven't done like a lemon flavored robot guy. That that probably needs to be remedied. Because lemons are also really, like, easy to paint in terms of the shape of this fruit is sort of iconic, so you can get away with painting it and having it look like the thing that it's supposed to be. Not every food is like that. Like, if I was just trying to paint him to look like bread, that would be a lot harder, because bread's, like, just brown and it's not gonna read as easy. I've tried to explain this before, like, a million times, and I never know how to word it correctly. But it's silly that I haven't done a lemon color scheme, because it feels like it would be easy. I should jot that down. Strawberry lemonade pivot. It's not the worst idea. It's not the worst idea. I have done a pink one though. I haven't done a red and yellow one. So I feel like strawberry shortcake's a decent one. If I end up painting it and it looks terrible, strawberry lemonade could be a great way to fix it. But we're gonna at least give an honest effort to the strawberry shortcake one first. Yes, hi, Dueling with Brushes. I am working on my Golden Demon entry. It's this. Weirdly, I will be entering in the Horus Heresy category. Um, a game that I have very limited knowledge of and almost no desire to play. But let me tell you, the robots for it, they kinda slap. Um, I don't even know if this is fully a robot or if there's like a pilot in here. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Um, but yeah. I don't actually know if I have to enter this in Horus Heresy or if this still is in like the single model large vehicle sort of thing. Um, we'll see. I'll ask the officials when I get there. It was really funny. I thought there was like no chance. Like I didn't even remember really speaking with the officials at my first Adepticon that I ever entered. Um but when I must have socialized with them in some way or they remembered my entry or something like that because when I was back with them last year, the guy knew my name and also was like, "Oh, this like you the one that did the strawberry one last year?" So that was wild. It's very cool to be known for something so stupid and niche. uh yeah. We'll see how this one goes and what category he ends up being relegated to. I know that like I had something in Necromunda for the category last year. Is there a Hershey heresy category? That's pretty good. No, I don't think that there is, but it's a good joke. I like that pun. Okay. I'm not going to be able to stream as long as I did on Sunday because I did have work today and I do have work tomorrow. So, at some point somewhat soon, probably in the next within the next half hour, I will sign off. We'll see how far we get. But we certainly have a direction that we're headed in, and that's exciting. The worst part about trying to do this all on camera is the phone casts like a shadow on the spot that I am trying to paint. So it's really difficult to see if I've gotten into all of the little like nooks and crannies there. Ugh. But I can definitely do like the larger area. Jeez. Oh no. That was not smart. And I don't have a paper towel on hand. Do I? No. Hang on. I'll be right back. That was just silly. That was very silly. Oh dear. Let's see. Dueling with brushes, are you working on anything tonight? Any projects that you've got going on? Anything you're entering in Golden Demon this year? Are you, Cameron? You gonna put something in the Golden Demon case? You gonna put your award winning strawberry ghosts in there? You could. They look great. I feel like you might actually need them for the games that you're playing at Adepticon, though. You've signed up for a lot of different events from what I remember, which is fun. I've signed up for 0 events, but I did agree to play Mordheim with someone. I can't remember at this exact moment, but that's going to be fun. And then I need to pick a day to run Snack 28 demos, which terrifies me. I have not practiced at all at teaching people how to play. Although last night when I was trying to sleep and my brain was like not letting me rest as it does sometimes, uh I was thinking about like how I would go about making a learn to play Snack 28 video, um because I live by myself, so I wouldn't have like a person to bounce off of, I'm like, yeah, I could ask one of my friends, but there was something in my brain that was like, it would be very funny if you set it up so that your stuffed animals were each other's opponents, and I was like, that is dumb brain. It is funny, but it is also dumb. So those were some of my can't sleep up late thoughts. If you're wondering what goes through this weird little brain of mine, it's inconsequential nonsense like that. You're playing Minecraft. I think Anno was playing Minecraft earlier as well, so seems like this is a good stream to watch while playing Minecraft, apparently. That's a good vibe to have. I have come to appreciate, like, just by watching some Secret Sleepover Society streams, that it's totally, like, a reasonable thing to just enjoy a stream to listen to and not necessarily watch, which is something that I don't think I had personally experienced until I did. And then it was like, oh, this makes sense. I get why people are doing other things while streams are on. I came around to the concept. I'm glad this can be like a cozy stream for some people. Right, yes, the second monitor. Well, thank you for that. I'm honored to be up on the second monitor. Has it frozen? Jesus. Well, yep. Maybe not even a stream worth watching up on your second monitor because the app, I'm gonna have to pivot to like a different camera sharing app. Um because this is just not uh it's not consistent, and that's really annoying. You guys deserve better than that. I want better than that for you. I'm working on it, don't worry. The fix is just close it out and open it again, which is annoying. Should be very distinctive when that comes back online. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're back. We are so back. I mean, you've been missing the riveting, absolutely gut-wrenching content of me applying brown paint. Look at that go. I don't know why I'm like disparaging my own stream. You guys are here out of that doesn't make any sense. You're here to watch me apply brown paint. So that's cool. I'm sorry that the visuals died and you missed out on some of that. Don't worry, we're still on the same color. We're still working on this and it's still looking cute. I don't know if I'm going to paint the bandolier brown as well. I might. I think I might default with that being painted brown, but I think it could also theoretically look cute in like the pale yellow as though it's just like a really giant layer cake. So we might see how that goes. Writing an outline, by the way, Cameron, would be helpful. I would appreciate that. Um, maybe we can hang out and work on that together at some point. I have a lot of new ideas for snack as well. that I want to figure out how to do. Because I miss making Snack 28 content. So I'm gonna do more of that. The nice part is it's a pretty easy game to expand because all you gotta really do is design a new monster and then bing bam boom, you've got a new scenario with playability and stuff. You got something new to try out with playability and stuff. I can say better words than that. But these are the ones that you're getting. Roz redacted a message. What did you say? I missed it. Thank Gord, it's lunchtime. Right, you and your weird working shift times. Hello and welcome. I'm glad they give you lunch down in the mines. I don't think Roz. You work in a factory, not a mine, from what I remember. But, you know, one industrial complex is similar to another. Yeah, the problem with playtesting new Snack, Cameron, is I do actually have to, like, write it first, and I have to, um, first I get to do the fun part, which is make a bunch of drawings of little monsters, and then decide which ones are good. Um, that's good. I like drawing little monsters. The bad part is I then have to write stats for those monsters, which is not fun as much so. It's harder to do. But I might just outsource that to my creative team. Cause they're good at coming up with game mechanic-y ideas. Uh or at least rewording some of the weird shit that I try and explain when I write down stat blocks. Uh, cause my first crack at it usually isn't super coherent, but we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. That's Elsie's job. Yeah. We'll get round to playtesting. Also, do love that anytime we get around to playtesting, you always playtest with Elsie, a thing that you could do at any time in your house. We didn't switch playtest partners maybe as much as we should have, but it was fun, and it worked just the same, so nothing to worry about there. She won't play Snack with you? She doesn't want to? What completely valid reason does she have for not wanting to play Snack with you? Oh, well, that's fair. I'm sorry that she's saying no. To be fair, you guys have played through, like, all of the monsters in the current set multiple times. You can come over and play Snack with me, Cameron. We can play some Snack. Though Roz is coming to visit this weekend, so I'm a little busy. Well, maybe next weekend. We could get some Snack in. You let me know. Here I am again, making plans live on stream. Why do you have a laughy face to that? What about that is funny? Cameron's just being a little goof. It's really annoying that I don't quite have enough paint to, like, finish out this claw, because we're so close. Like, I need probably just a little bit more. Yeah. You don't need to overpack. I I have everything that we would possibly need to play Snack, like, times 1,000. I literally have 2 boards, so it's fine. You wouldn't need to pack anything, Ross. I have what? Hang on. Let me count by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, and then the one past 12. 16, 15? I have 5 snack teams fully painted and based, ready to go. And obviously, I mean, it's always more fun to play with, like, your models that you made. No one's doubting that, but you don't need to overpack. I say this knowing there's no way to stop you, because there will be for like a 3-day oh no, event packing events in. Gotcha. Well, if Cameron wants to come over this weekend and play Snack, Roz and Mari will be here, so we can all play Snack. You can come over if you want. House might be a little bit more chaotic than usual when I have guests, but, like, why not? We're all friends. I can talk out my vague ideas for the snack supplement, and you guys can say that's a good idea or that's a bad idea. I have my little snack ideas notebook somewhere. I should probably start writing down all of my concepts. And try to get the technical part out of the way as fast as I can, so that I can just move on to making beautiful art, which is the fun part. I suppose there's nothing stopping me from literally just making pieces of Snack 28 art and not doing anything with them. That is also an option that I have. That is available to me. I could just do that. Good idea writing a supplement. Bad idea not. Okay. I said I wanted to do it, and that was true. I just then remember that it's not always just the fun parts that you do. You do also have to do the work part of that, and that can not be as fun. And I don't know if Cameron will want to format it for me this time, which was the main reason that we got Snack 28, like, this century. So, you know, that's pretty cool. If Cameron doesn't want to format it again, valid, because that took a lot of time and effort. It does definitely mean that I will be a lot slower about getting that finished. Maybe this time you'll actually wait for the art to be done before you start formatting it, though. Again, if and only if that's something you want to do, because last time you did that over the summer and we're not actively teaching. Hello, welcome. How are you? Come on in. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer, but I am glad to have you for the time that we do have. I've just been blathering on about my half-baked Lamau plans for a Snack 28 supplement. I sold another copy of it the other day. It's always nice to get that little email that's like, hey, someone paid you for this thing that you said they could have for free. It's very cute. It's very sweet. Well, I tried to do I said don't format it until the art's done. You didn't listen to me. I said that like a couple of times. I know that I did. Don't blame me for not listening to the thing that I said. You wanted a like nice working copy to use, which is understandable because it's far better than just my scribbled incoherent notes. However, I did very much say that it would probably make sense to do it after the art was completed. Thank you for being my editor, though, Cameron. You were truly the MVP of that process. Snack 28 paper mini set followed by a lore followed by the rules supplement. Listen, I'm not promising anything. I'm not. We'll see what happens. I have a few designs for monsters that are finished already. That really just need like some stats. Like the art is done. And it's in color this time. I posted that one on my Instagram though. People have seen the like cupcake caterpillar guy that I drew. He would have to be featured in the supplement. I love that piece so much. I know people hate it, but I don't. Okay. This is pretty much all gonna be brown, I think, but I'm not gonna start painting that tonight, I don't think. I think this might be a pretty good stopping point for what we managed to accomplish today. Could be to get an idea of the colors that we're gonna use. And then get that guy, you know, he's not looking anything like how he's gonna look, but he's one step closer, which is really all that we can hope for him to be. That's probably not gonna balance. That's fair. Listen, I'm very appreciative, and I would never tell you how to format something. I will show the people the chat because I still have prints of this that did not sell very well at the art pop-up that I did locally. I have so many prints of this picture because no one wants it because everyone thinks that he's terrifying. But this is the creature that I would next want to put into Snack 28. I'm really proud of how this design came out. And I liked making this art piece. and I have stickers of him too. Again, useless because nobody wanted this, but I made this and I'm proud of it. So that counts. That's something. He does kind of have, yeah, I could see him being like a villain in a magical girl anime. That tracks. I don't remember, is Madoka Magica the big one? That there's like that cat thing. You can steal one. That's fine, Roz. I have art prints that I need to get rid of, and so many stickers. The stickers are gonna be way easier to get rid of because everybody at a Adepticon hands out stickers. So I have that sticker and I have that sticker. They're in bags, so they're shiny, so you can hardly see them. But we've got centipede sticker. That isn't being picked up super well on camera, but it's the same picture that you just saw, but now it's a sticker format. And then the other one is cupcake sticker. So this is the actual cupcake Colossus drawing from Snack 28 that I have stickers of. Where is he in here? Yeah. So it's just this art, but it's a sticker now. So I'll be giving those out. If people see me, if you want one, just let me know. And then I only have like a couple of prints of this one, but I sold none of them because it's far too big a print. And it's much more neon colors than is showing on the camera. But I drew this demon man, and then it says at the top, if you don't let me go home on time, I'll kill you, because that's really how I feel about work. But this was not popular and people did not like it. So I have like 5 of these and I don't know what to do with them. It bums me out. Ugh. I tried to not buy that much inventory, but I still somehow ended up not selling hardly anything and being stuck with a ton of it. So I will not be doing any more art pop-ups anytime soon. But that's enough woe is meing about things that didn't work out. Snack 28 is cool, and people like it, and I'm happy about that, and I'm looking forward to Adepticon. So, I'm very, very happy. It's gonna be fun to see how this boy comes together. And I will, keep you guys posted. I'm not sure if I will stream the entire process or not. I will not, you know what, I actually am sure I will not stream the entire process, because when I get to the point of doing freehand, I'm gonna want to hold it, like, so close to my face, in a hunched over position that is so bad for my back, so you won't get to see that, but maybe more base coats, can be done on camera. For now, though, I think I'm done streaming for the night. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a good night and that you all are kind to each other, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!